Hey, hi, hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Shannon and today I am going to be doing my TBR tarot. So this is a late video. I have had the hardest time. Not only is there scaffolding around my house at the moment, they are retiling my roof, which means that things are noisy and things are not great, to say the least. I have to keep my blinds closed because they can obviously see in while they're on the scaffolding, so I don't have any natural daylight. Hence this setup. I do not like that it has this kind of like glare to it, but I want to make a video. This is the setup that I'm going to have to deal with for the next 4 weeks roughly. To make matters worse, I have a leak on my ceiling of my bedroom because people suck and don't know how to do their job. So I now have to deal with that as well, which means all my electronics have been moved from the puddle that is gathering in my room. So, just having a great time. I'm living my best life, It's fine, everything's fine, I'm fine. Enough about all that. I am here to tell you what I'm going to be reading in October. If you don't know already, October is the month of Spoopathon. I'm so ready, my soul's ready. I have been really waiting for this readathon. It is everything that I want in a readathon. I will leave a link down below the announcement video. It is ran, hosted, made from the beautiful mind of Spoopy Hall. I really encourage you to go and watch the announcement and participate. It's still not too late. It runs the whole month of October. You have time to enter the Haunted Mansion and read your way out of the Haunted Mansion. So if you're interested, that will be linked down below. But to start off with, I'm going to get right into my first pick for TBR Tarot. And the first card that I pulled was to try the first chapter of 2 or more books, and the book had to be mystery or thriller. And for this, I picked A True Crime Story by Joseph Knox, The Woman in Cabin 10, and The Death of Miss Westaway by Ruth Ware. I decided to go with the true crime story because this first chapter just took my interest. In this book, we follow Zoe Nolan, a missing girl, and she's been missing for a while. So Evelyn, a writer, decides to deep dive into her case and find out what actually happened to Zoe. Through interviews with her friends and emails back and forth with Joseph Knox, this book is made, and I am so excited to read this and find out what is happening really. And I think that it's going to be a fun read. Not a fun read, I think, not a fun read because obviously the subject matter, but I think it's going to be a good read. I think I'm going to enjoy it. That's what I'm trying to say. And the next card that I pulled was to assign a top priority book. And for this, I have White Smoke by Tiffany D. Jackson. You have no idea how excited I am for this. I have read all but one of Tiffany D. Jackson's work. I think she is phenomenal. I love her writing. Every single book I've read from her has just hit me like, oh, deep in the throat. It is like the best pain through reading I've ever felt, and I cannot wait to dive into this because I think Tiffany D. Jackson is just a brilliant writer, and if you have not read her books, you should definitely do that. But this is a buddy read for me and Seffi over at What Effie Reads. They will be linked down below. As always, we are going to buddy read this together for the month of October, and I am so hyped for it. I cannot wait. In this book, we follow Marigold, who is moving to Maple Street. Maple Street has a lot of secrets, and Marigold is just discovering that when she moves into the new house. She is experiencing voices, foul smells, just really creepy shit in this house. So when she starts to discover all of these secrets lay hidden and falling through the cracks, she starts to see a whole other side of Maple Street. I am so ready for this. I need this. I'm hoping this is going to be like my perfect October read. So I am so happy that this is a buddy read this month. And the next card that I pulled was to read a book with 15 or more letters in the title, and it is a bonus point if it is paranormal or horror. So for this, I am going to read The Girl from the Well by Rin Chupeco. I'm sorry if I'm saying their name wrong. I am so excited for this. I've had my eye on their work for a while now, and this book is on Script. It is also on Audible. If you have a subscription, you get it for free technically. So I'm so ready for this. This was just the perfect time to slide some of this spookiness into my TBR and also try this author for the first time. And I hope that I have a good time because I just want to read all of their work. So this is what I'm going to go for that card prompt thing. I don't know much about The Girl from the Well. I do know that it is Grudge inspired and that it is centered around a young girl who was murdered, and she now comes back and avenges other children that are in danger and also have been murdered. And I'm pretty sure that she starts following someone of her own age, and that is the storyline that we follow. Can't be positive, but this is what I remember. I tried not to read too much into synopses because I don't want to spoil myself, but as soon as I heard this was Grudge inspired, I was like, check, add that to my October TBR, thank you. And for the final card, I got a mood read that has to be horror or paranormal. And for that, I have picked Dime Store Magic by Kelly Armstrong. If you don't already know, I have started the Women of the Otherworld series, and I am living. The first one's bitten, the second one's stolen. This is the third one in the series. This one, we follow Paige, a witch who has a demon, half demon best friend, and I'm pretty sure that it is her taking on a younger witch, kind of being like a mentor to her. And I just love this series so far. I gave Bitten 4 stars, I gave Stolen 4 stars, so I hope that I will give this 4 stars, maybe even 5. It's witches, it's paranormal, it's spooky, it has vampires, werewolves, half demons, witches. It has everything that I want, and I am so excited that I managed to fit this onto my TBR because all I want to do is curl up in a ball in a little shed with some food and binge this whole series. Unfortunately, I can't do that because I have adult responsibilities, so one at a time it is, and the next one that I have is this one. I'm so excited. I'm here for it. Now, you might have noticed that I didn't actually wrap up anything that I read in September. There is a reason for that. I read 2 books and neither of them were on my TBR TBR. I had a really hard month last month, mental health wise, so I didn't read that much, but I'm cool with it. I'm fine. I am feeling a lot better, so unfortunately I am gonna need to take a punishment. So if you are not familiar with my game, I pick from my TBR tarot deck and pick prompts. Once I hit 20 points, I will be able to go on a book shopping spree and I will bring you guys along with me. But for a more instant, like, kind of reward punishment system, if I complete a TBR, I get to pick a reward, and if I don't finish a TBR, I have to take a punishment. My rewards are a jar of roses, and my punishment are a jar of thorns. So I'm just gonna shake this up and I'm gonna get right in there and and take out this one. This is why they're roses. They're like cute little roses. And no, I know what this is. Oh no. Oh no. So it's 8 of Fire. I mean, really? You had to do this to me. So 8 of Fire was my punishment. You might wonder why I'm on 8 of Fire. I've actually read up to, I'm actually on Empire of Storms, but the thing is I haven't picked this series up in so long that I think if I jump right into Empire of Storms, I wouldn't get the full enjoyment of the series. So I've decided, I've read Throne of Glass twice, I've read Crown of Midnight once, and I've decided, well, I've read Throne of Glass twice, and then I've read right up till Empire of Storms once, but I decided the best thing to do is, because I remember the plot lines of Throne of Glass and Crown of Midnight so well, the best place to jump back in would be 8 of Fire. I don't know if I'm going to make it to this month, I'm going to be honest, but it's my punishment. I'll take it, I'll add it to the TBR, and I will try my hardest to get to it, but I'm not promising anything. Jar of Thorns done me dirty on this one. Now to get on to the exciting part of this video, my Spoopathon TBR. So I made a journal spread in my bullet journal, all centering around Spoopathon. I will leave it linked somewhere. I am so proud of that spread. I left enough space for 2 paths, but I am originally only going to plan for 1 because I don't want to like get ahead of myself, really. I want to be able to mood read if I so choose to. So my first path, I will leave the map here. I will move over. I will leave the map here and you can see where I'm going with this. So here's the map. I am going to be started on Gifted to You. For this, I am choosing a true crime story, because I got this gifted to me by the lovely Seffi, so this counts for that prompt. It also counts for recommended and team color because it's off a pink, which we love. So yeah, that's going to count as Gifted to You. Then moving on to graphic novel, I'm going to be reading iZombie, and I have previously read this before, but I would like to I've previously read this before, but I would like to reread it before moving on with the series, so I thought this would fit perfectly for graphic novel. It's also really conducive to a readathon because it's short. It's really, really short. And it's a graphic novel, so they always read really quickly. Then I move on to new genre, and for this I'm going to go with The Girl from the Well because I am very new to horror. I haven't read a lot of horror, but I would like to foray into the genre and kind of dip my toes in the bloody pools that everyone loves. Especially in October, I feel like it's a perfect time to start picking up more horror. I have tried to do this throughout the year, just to add in little creepy books here and there, but I am very much trying to saturate my October, November with some horror books. And this is one that I chose to go along with this prompt. And then the next prompt is Trick or Treat, and I will also leave on screen my poll. I done a poll over on the Spoopathon Discord, and everyone voted for my treat, which was White Smoke, which I am so thankful for. Thank you so much, guys. You came through for me and I'm here for it. You got my treat on my TBR. I'm so happy. So thank you. And yeah, I'm going to use this for that prompt because it won and I'm happy. And to escape the Haunted Mansion, my final prompt is Read After Dark. And for this, I'm going to read iZombie Volume 2 because I have it on its way to me. It is coming. I don't have it physically at the moment, but because I'm reading iZombie Volume 1, for the graphic novel prompt, I thought it would just be perfect to slip in the sequel for After Dark, and I could get all cozy and read my graphic novel and escape the haunted mansion with some points. Oh, I didn't even tell you what like the points were for each one. So I believe this is, I'm going to count this as team color because it has some pinks on it as well. So I believe this is team color. And I think that's it. I don't think this counts for much, to be honest. I think this just counts for graphic novel. But that's fine. And then The Girl from the Well counts for diverse and something else. What else does it count for? I will leave it on the screen if I remember. So yeah, those are my picks for Tarot TBR, my punishment for Tarot TBR, my Spoopathon reads. The only other thing that I would like to slip on here is Defy the Night by Bridget Kremerer. I always say the last name wrong, I'm very sorry. I am so excited for this. I got this beautiful Fairy Loot edition. I managed to like snag a copy of this. It is absolutely stunning and I am so ready for this. I love Bridget Kremerer's work. I have the A Curse So Dark and Lonely trilogy here. I only have the last one, A Vow So Bold and Deadly, left to read. I also have, I don't know if you'll be able to see it right here, I have all of her contemporary works. I really enjoy her writing and I would love to get this on my TBR, but I think it's pushing it considering this walloped me in the face. This might be pushing it, but if I have to pick over this punishment and roll this over to next month, I will roll this over just so I can read this. It's kind of cheating, but also not, because then I have to roll over a punishment, which I don't want to do, but I'm picking this. If I have to, I'm picking this, just to tell you. So this is the TBR for October. I also have to add in iZombie Volume 2 and The Girl from the Well. It's pretty hefty, like look at that. It's a pretty chunky TBR. I was trying not to go for chunky and I ended up with this. So yeah, I mean, it could be worse, it could be better. I'm very excited for this. 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 And this is a reread graphic novel, so I'm excited it'll go fast and I'm excited for the sequel. So it could be worse, but you know, let's see how I do. If you would like to watch me fail this, subscribe, like, comment, do the things that YouTube likes and come along with me and watch me fail drastically. It's fun. You get some thoughts on books that I read and you get to watch me struggle doing basic ass things like sticking to a TBR. But with all that said, thank you for watching. Have a great day, great week, great night. Stay safe, happy and healthy, and I shall see you next time. Bye.
Pack up my summer in a Ziploc bag. Old maps and tchotchkes, photographs said this and that. I'll write myself a letter so that I'll remember